Yeah. Okay. Come on now. Help me out here. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, we're going to throw that one on. Already added. Okay. That's a twosie. We're live, baby. All right. We are live.
Heavy talk, heavy eyes rest. Trade notes on our plan. And frustrations with our friends. It's a foolish game that waits.
All right, all right. So we are starting the noon stream off today. Couple minutes late, but that's all right. We're going to be streaming every day, Monday through Friday, noon to 1, and we will be answering any questions on health and wellness. Here to just shoot the do it to chat. And if anybody has any questions, happy to answer questions as well. But we will be here. What's up, Abo? How's it going? Happy Monday to you. Yo, appreciate it. Love the good vibes. How's your day going? Going good. I had a good Sunday. Thank you for asking. And wrote out a whole schedule calendar for my week and ready to get this thing ripping. So I'm excited. I've been streaming games for the last couple weeks now, but I'm going to pivot a little bit and we're going to do this noon stream daily, noon to 1, Monday through Friday. I'm here for wellness help, health and wellness, psych, any questions about anything. I've got 10 plus years of professional training, metabolic work, nutrition, therapy. I do holistic wellness coaching. And so just here to chat, shoot the shit. People want to talk, we can just talk. People got problems or people got things they want advice on, I'm down for that too. Oh yeah? You've been watching me play RuneScape? Yeah, this thing's a classic. I don't know if I'll ever stop playing. I mean, I've definitely taken long periods of like a hiatus of not playing it for periods of time, but it's one of those things that it's just there's so much nostalgia wrapped up in it, right? That it's like it's always there. Play it like a weekday night, get a few hours in on the weekends with my homies. Love it. What games do you play? Resident Evil, Dead by Daylight, Zelda, Mario, Final Fantasy. I, I like you already. Good taste. What's your favorite Zelda game? There's like, there's like 40, so. Damn, okay. Twilight Princess is one of the few that I never completed, which is crazy because I really liked the art style of it. I felt like it was kind of had like some darkness to it, like a little edginess to it. That's one that in time I maybe hope to go back to and complete someday. Yeah, just looking at photos of Twilight Princess here, I'm like, this is the one with the wolf where there's like this, like I said, there's like this like edginess to it. It's kind of like this dark fantasy thing. Dude, if I could go back and play this on the GameCube, I think I still have a GameCube somewhere. This would be incredible. The story got weird. What made it weird? Yeah, switched it up, a little lo-fi action. Doing some studying right now. Just putting together this program and that I'm going to be pushing weekly. We're going to do some online classrooms every Thursday, getting people in, teaching health topics. And so I've got a whole programming on exercise, nutrition, meditation, recovery, inner world work, communication, conflict resolution, consent, relationships, life design, life creation. And so we're flushing this thing out. You have any health questions? Absolutely do not want to pry. This is a safe space. We're chilling. We can talk about anything. But if you got any health questions at all, would love to try and help. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. How can you look like me? Oh, like, okay, like building, it's like building muscles, I see. First off, are you boy, girl? How old are you? If you don't mind sharing, or you can give like a ballpark. Boy, 38 years old. Okay, cool. How long, or have you tried to build muscle before? It sounds like you said trouble making muscle, so sounds like you've tried before. Is that correct? How many times have you tried before, or like put effort into building muscle? Okay. Tell me, so when I was in my 20s, I was thin, but never could build muscle. So tell me, what was the hardest thing or the biggest barrier that you felt like you faced when you were trying to build muscle? For you personally, what was the biggest challenge or biggest barrier? Okay, so biggest challenge, biggest barrier, I guess being motivated and the weights being too heavy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So if you just take a moment, if you're down to do this or not, you can always say that you don't want to move into this. But if you take a moment, maybe like invite you, like close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, and think about that time when you were lifting or working out or attempting to do this, attempting to be motivated, and the weights to you seemed too heavy. What was like the thought or the idea or the feeling that came up for you when you were in this experience? Like the way that I'm seeing is like you're at the gym, or like you're at home, or like you're working at something, you're doing something that's too heavy. You feel like you're not motivated. What is like the sensation that's coming up in your body, or like the thought or the story that comes up into your mind when this experience is happening? What's the thought or the story or the emotion that comes up for you personally that's attached to not feeling motivated, or things being too difficult or too much effort or too heavy? This is a safe space, by the way. No judgments, no criticisms, no condemning of anything. We've all been through this stuff. Everybody has challenges with different things. Yo, thanks, Sandwich. Appreciate it. Not sure what you mean by join. Maybe you mean just like watch the stream, or you mean like something in tandem, join? Next time you're live, add me on Discord. Like to be in Discord, you mean? Maybe. Let me know what you mean by that. Hey, but while you're thinking, I'll kind of add to this just for like my own personal kind of story. Anytime we want something, whether it's muscles or a different job or a kinder, better relationship or any kind of change, regardless of what it is, health, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever it is, whenever we want something, change requires effort. And usually some form of discomfort. Okay, I'll get to your response here in a second, but I want to finish my thought, which is usually some form of discomfort. And anytime we want to change, we have to put effort in some direction over a consistent and a persistent period of time. And the thing that tends to stop us isn't necessarily the effort. We do effortful things all the time. We do hard things, difficult things in our life all the time. The thing that usually tends to stop us is the story or the feeling or the sensation in the body that is telling us this thing is not worth it. If you had to if you could imagine something in your life that you really want to achieve, and it's like the most awesome thing in your life, or imagine something that's like really beneficial to you and is also easy at the same time. Like I like to say like, hey, who's your favorite artist? Like if your favorite artist was in town, if Lil Wayne showed up and you wanted to go see him and all you had to do was like drive 10 minutes to go see them, it would be like, hey, no problem. I'll jump in the car and I'll go see him. But if you didn't believe it was worth it to go see this person, then you wouldn't make the 10-minute drive. That might not be the greatest example, but my point is that there's always a barrier in between where you are and where you want to be. And there is so much subconsciously that we deem is too much effort, too difficult, not worth it. And it's your ego and your nervous system that are doing a really good job of creating a story and also creating really real sensations and emotions in the body that stop us from taking effort towards something. So Abo said, I just would think negative thoughts right away. Yep. Like you're never going to be able to do it. Yes. Perfect. I was really never a positive person to begin with. Beautiful. Excellent. Abo, thank you for sharing. I super appreciate this. Yeah, excellent. This is spot on. Just reading what you said, I would think negative thoughts right away. Like you're never going to be able to do this. And then also the third statement here, I was really never a positive person to begin with. I love that you said that. It's awesome because I'm a super cynical person at heart. I've seen the world in a very negative light for a long period of time. I still do. And that is something that I pride myself on. I think cynicism is really beautiful. I think there's a lot of art and a lot of romance, kind of this artistry, like romance, like Mark Twain style, like really beautiful, like perspective to like viewing the world in this kind of cynical way. And what I'll say is that what I noticed for myself, and I notice this in my clients and patients as well, is that this is a story that we tell about ourselves. I really was never a positive person. So you view yourself as, correct me if I'm wrong, but you view yourself as a person who is negative, or you view yourself as a person who has negative thoughts. And one of the negative thoughts that you shared is that what comes up in you is that you never be able to do it, which is wonderful. Such a fucking beautiful realization and ability to observe your own thoughts and see what comes up in you when you're trying to do something that you want to do. Because what you just said is like, how do I get muscles? I want to have muscles, right? I want to build muscles. That's what you said. And so there's something that you want, and then there's resistance in between. So there's you there, and there's something that you want. And in between you and what you want, there's resistance. And that resistance tends to be, not saying this is what it is in your situation, tends to be fear or a lack of belief, so doubt. So fear and doubt. And also cynical people tend to be pretty intelligent people who are really good at analyzing and really good at viewing the world and kind of breaking it down in a logical manner. We get really good at saying, I don't think this is actually going to be worth it. We do a really good job of rationalizing things. I don't think I'll ever be able to do this. I don't think I'll be able to go to the gym consistently. I don't think I'll be able to lift weights consistently. I don't know if I know how to do this properly. I don't know if I have the right tools or knowledge or understanding to be able to do this consistently. And if I was going to do it, then maybe I would fail or I would give up, and that can be really defeating. And so I don't know what your story is or what your thoughts are, but I just draw attention to the stories that get told and the thoughts that come up. That's where we start. So beautiful. So thank you for sharing that, man. I really appreciate that. That's a really cool insight, and really a beautiful insight to take for yourself and look at and go, hey, why do I think that? Cool. Yeah. Cool to hear, man. Yeah, because it's no different. I'm sure that there's probably things in your life that you've done that are difficult. I'm sure there's things in your life that you've had challenges with and that you've overcome. And I'm sure there's things in your life that you do on a daily basis. So you're consistent with things and you've been persistent by overcoming effort. And so building muscle is no different than any of those things. It's just a different thing. That's the thing. It's no different than riding a bicycle or getting good at relationships. So I ask you, what's one thing in your life that you feel like you're good at? What's one thing in your life that you're I do this pretty well? Like your job or a relationship or a life experience, something that you're I do this pretty consistently. Even video games, that's a huge one for me, bro. I'm killer at video games. What's something that you do consistently that you're good at? I'm good at fixing anything that breaks or installing anything without looking at the manual. Sweet. Okay. So let me ask you, where did you learn that skill? Or like, how long have you been doing that for? What's the first thing that comes to mind for you that, like the first thing you can remember, how far back into your life of like you fixing something that breaks or installing something that looks like without looking at a manual? How long have you been doing this for? How far back can you remember starting to do this behavior? Yeah, I remember doing this around 8. Cool. Heck yeah. So you remember doing this at 8 years old, and you said that you're 38 years old now. So you have a memory that you've been good at fixing things or started fixing things or doing so without a manual. You have some kind of like this creative, like maybe, I was gonna say engineer, but like could be any kind of form of like fixing and doing so like an intelligent way. Legos, cars, devices, radios, whatever. Like it could be anything. You know, you have this story. You have you have a life experience from 8 years old to 30 years old. Or 38 years old. That's 30 years of experience. And so what I would say, or I would draw attention to with you, is you probably have a really beautiful reinforcement in your mind that this is something that you're good at. You have this like, oh, like if somebody said like, hey, like you don't do this, or like you're not somebody who fixes things, you'd be like, whoa, what the heck? Yes, I am. I'm somebody who fixes things. I'm somebody who fixes things, and I can do so without a manual, and I've been doing this my whole life, and this is who I am. It's my story, and it's attached to my identity. And because of that, you align with that and you're able to continue to do it. Or rather, you have motivation, or it doesn't seem as effortful to do something that you already innately believe is true within you. And I would put this in opposition, or I'd oppose this to the other idea of like building muscles. Is like, the story here is, I'm somebody who does this thing really well, and I know that to be true because of life and experiences and the life and experiences that you have. Versus, I'm somebody that doesn't do this and doesn't know how to do this and fears failing doing this. And so if I speak from my own perspective or my experience life, is I've been working out since I was 8 years old. I had anger management when I was a child, or anger management challenges. So I got really angry as a kid. And one of the ways that I would deal with that is working out. And so I got quote unquote good at working out when I was really young. And so my entire life I was like, oh, I'm somebody who works out. It doesn't matter how difficult it is or how challenging it is. Like fixing things that break is difficult. Doing so without a manual is incredibly intelligent and also effortful. That's something I've done so I do effortful things, which is like working out all the time. I did it this morning. I bench pressed 245 for 8 reps this morning. And it was difficult. I was pissed off doing it. I was like, man, I'm tired and I don't want to do this. But then there's a part of me that goes, no, you are, or rather I am somebody who does this. And my point in bringing this up is that both of these things, whether I'm good at something or I'm bad at something, are just stories. And so I love that you shared this, man. I really do. I'm really glad that you shared this today. Because it's beautiful. Because what I'm trying to say is that you want to build muscles. It's all about you creating a new story that you're somebody who builds muscles. And how do you do that? You start doing it and you start proving to yourself that you're somebody who does it. You create a stack of irrefutable evidence and data that you're somebody who builds muscles. I guarantee if I asked you right now, how do you build muscles? You could tell me how. You're like, I know how to do it. I go to the gym, I lift weights. I don't need to coach you on that. I don't need to tell you how to do those things. You probably already know how to do those things. The challenge isn't knowing how to do it. It's believing that you will do it and that you'll do it consistently and that you are somebody who does it. And so even though it's difficult, you already do difficult things. You just told me this. You already do difficult things. The challenge is deeper. It's inside. I absolutely believe in you that you can build muscles 100%. There's zero doubt in my mind that you're a person that can build muscles. Zero doubts. Just like if I wanted to be somebody who learned how to fix things that break, I have zero doubts that I could do that. It would take me time and effort and probably be really annoying in the beginning, to be honest. Like trying to fix things without a manual, trying to fix things that breaks. I probably would suck at it in the beginning. But I have no doubt that if I did it over and over and over again, I would start to go, oh dude, I'm a guy that actually fixes things who breaks. It's pretty cool. I've started to do it. I've done it 4 times this week. I am now a person who does this. You can very much be a person who does this. It's much deeper than that. There's all these stories and traumas and fears and insecurities and things that stop you from taking action in this realm. So I don't want to make it seem super simple because there's so much more back in the psyche and the subconscious that challenge us from taking action on these things. It can feel like pushing a boulder uphill. But I have zero doubts that I have zero doubts that you aren't a person that can do this. You absolutely can do this. What up, Five Sauce? Five Sauce. What up, dude? And I want to say with anything, whether it's muscles or riding a bicycle or learning to play piano or whatever it is, anything at all, there is the barrier of knowledge of like how to do things properly and how to start and like the training regimen and like how to practice things like and how to learn this stuff. Like there is knowledge there, but that's like 10% of it. 90% is your belief that you're able to do this and that you are somebody who does this. And so if for anything, like if you've never ridden a bike before, the best step to go learn how to ride a bicycle is to go ride a bicycle and like fall off it a couple times, but like go ride it, you know? And you'll get hurt, you know, you'll fall off the bike, but you'll be all right. You'll be safe. Yo, I appreciate you a lot, dude. It's cool. Thanks for sharing that. That was dope of you to show up and share that. That's real shit right there, dude. I love it. Appreciate it. I'm gonna be doing this every day, I think, of the new calendar. I just wrote this out last night. So 12 to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, I'm gonna be in here just chilling. I'll be working on some of my like programming and PDF work and then just kicking it, chatting. We don't gotta talk about health and wellness, but I'm here to talk about health and wellness. So if anybody wants to talk about anything, down to talk about it. If you want to just talk about other shit too, I'm down to talk about other things. So just kicking it an hour a day. and then I'll be gaming, baby. And then I'll be on that RuneScape grind. My homie's we've been playing group Ironman, and my friend, we grew up playing together, and he was a guy that like quit really early on, and me and my other friends, we like kept going here and there, but he hadn't played since he was like probably like 13 years old. He hadn't played. So, and he's 32 now. And so he just got back in with us on this group Ironman that we just started like 2 weeks ago. And dude, he is straight up addicted. He is playing every day. Like I guarantee if I logged on right now, he'd be on. Even though he's working right now, he's on. He's on every single day. He's AFKing. He's getting levels. And I've been chasing him, man. And I don't think I can catch him now. And I'm like, yo, I think I need you to like take some time off so I can catch up to you, so we can like play together more. And we still quest together and stuff, but the guy is a grinder. I'm like, man, we're getting up towards base level 70s, starting to do some boss, and it's become pretty fun. I love that game, and they've done such a good job on it. Abo, you show up every day. We'll do this, just me and you, one-on-one, nobody else. You get free sessions, my man. And then we'll play some video games together too. Yeah, I'm hoping I got to start somewhere. So I'm like, I'll be here, I'll be chilling, but eventually I hope we'll have tons of people in here and we can talk about whatever. But right now it's just me and you, man. Maybe one other person on Twitch. Get that free time. Do you watch a lot of Twitch? Or Twitch or Kick? Or rather just it doesn't matter platform. Do you watch a lot of like live content like that? Okay, dope. You're more on Twitch. Yeah, I've been I'm streaming on all of them, but I'm wondering what content or what category rather is like the category that people go to the most. I think it's just chatting. I'm trying to figure out times and categories to kind of push into. I want to be as helpful as I can to as many people as possible, so I need to do a little bit more research on Twitch and Kick and YouTube and where people hang out, where I should post my stuff. All right, y'all, it is 12:59, wrapping up here at the 1 p.m. mark. I'll be back on tomorrow, noon to 1 and noon to 1 every single day this week. We will be here talking about health and wellness, just chatting, chilling. Happy to answer any questions. Happy to help with anything at all. Happy just to listen. Happy to give advice, whatever can be helpful. So love y'all. Thanks for joining today. Shout out to my dude Abo for showing up and sharing some stuff. That was super badass of you, man. And hope to see you around. So have a good Monday, guys. And I will catch y'all tomorrow. Take it easy.